Fabienne Francotte is known for her unapologetic bold strokes, for exhibitions that unravel love, trauma, and memory with theatrical intensity. Today on Kaleidoscope Selico Life Dialogues, Fabienne, who we met up with at the Saskia Fernando Gallery, where her latest exhibition, Ad Vitam Aeternam, was being showcased, talks about the scars she has unearthed in her journey to be a voice through her work, to feel the pain, the powerlessness, and the silent resistance of those who face injustices daily. So, Fabienne, all your exhibitions have been about a cause or the scars that people carry. What is the thing that pierced you so deeply at the very first time where you had to say, look, I can't stay silent and I need to do something about it?
I think the first thing is that I pay attention to people. And also maybe because their stories, in a way, reconnect or resonate with mine. And also, if it's not the case, if it's a different story, then maybe by exhibiting part of their stories, will give them a place, like I do something for them. I don't have the solution. I'm not going to change the world, but at least we can share things and not say it doesn't happen.
Again, you're their voice.
In a way, maybe without being pretentious, because I think I do it in a subtle way. I'm not harming anybody. I'm just like inviting you to reflect about certain topics.
So, these causes, what makes them so impossible for you to turn away from them?
For years, I've been writing my stories in books. I calculate it's for 54 years of writing in this kind of books since I was 13 years old. So I needed to be with someone, accompanied. It's hurting, and maybe by sharing it somewhere, we feel better. I can't resist underlining what are the issues of the human being.
In your journey, what fact or what reality about human beings, about human suffering, actually shocked you the most, and what made you actually sit up and think about it?
The lack of empathy of humanity. I think we lost for the last, let's say, 30, 40 decades, because we were not educated in the 50s and 60s like that. It's like anything can happen to others and it doesn't bother anybody anymore.
Your exhibition, even this one, draws from South Asia's layered histories of love, of various traumas, and this region has been through a lot of trauma. What truths about this region's struggles have actually stayed with you beyond the canvas?
All the places where I draw with people in need could be the pregnant girls in, how do you call it, in these homes, like waiting to have a baby that they will give for adoption, or I mean, like people like after the bombings. I mean, I've been working in Angola at the mental hospital with adolescent and female forensic, all these people, which I can't just not forget them. It's hurting me, but while I'm drawing with them, it's like I bring for an hour a bit of fresh air. Like, I mean, there are people you will remember because they give attention, individual attention to them. And that's what we are not doing anymore.
So you use fabric to cover the scars. What are the scars that you have witnessed? Have you seen hidden? Have you discovered in this place where you go to and you actually cover it with fabric?
But I think for me, fabric is like an envelope. Like you wrap yourself inside and you look pretty, you look normal. But in the folds, you have layers of hidden wounds, let's put it this way. But we all want to look normal and we don't want to share our stories. I think the fabric, and these are very old fabric, bought from, antique shops, It was a collection I started 6 years ago. It's like the stories are there as well. It's not only me, I'm adding mine. But if we go together, we'll be stronger. It gives more credibility to what I want to say. And all the material that is used here is also secondhand material, like we can have a second life.
Love is both tender and violent when you look around this exhibition. How do you see that duality reflected in all these causes that you champion?
In all the causes, I mean, I don't think I have different ones. It's always representing the humans through topics that are the same for everybody all over the world. And love is the most complicated one, and it's common to everyone. We want to love and we want to be loved. It's the most personal exhibition I had in Sri Lanka, but because here the love on this continent is like a Bollywood story, as love is the dream, the achievement, and then all of a sudden comes the drama, and it goes even into killings and so on. So they are too extreme in love. The thing is that how do we navigate between these two?
Was there ever a moment in all the research you did, in all the writing you did, and then eventually brought it out in a collection, was there ever a moment of resilience from a child, a woman, just even a forgotten community that has left an indelible mark in you?
The position of the women. I'm not a feminist, but I also fought for my rights when we were in the 70s, like for many topics, like, okay, I'm never going to get married. We have those same rights as the man, and but we did the double of the work, and so I was never in the streets, okay, but it's still there, that kind of balance between the two. And here on the continent, the place of the women is a devastating one.
What makes you say it's devastating for women?
Because it's a long fight for centuries. And what I thought we had in the 80s as a place, I think the world today about the women is even worse. It's like we have to restart again. And today the relationship with the young, even young men and women is just so complicated, so difficult. And it's the same fight for power. It's even worse because it has become more violent. It's like the violence doesn't bother the people.
What do you hope people will say you stood for, your art stood for?
For the insight of the soul of the people.
And what do you think they'll forget?
They won't forget anything. When you're fair and you tell your truth, it's a gift to others that they can feel and they will receive. And it lasts. It's like a good teacher, a bad teacher. You will forget the others and you might be remembering 3 ones. Not because they were teaching you something you like or you didn't like and you make it, but because of the kind of human person they were.
Across YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, Kaleidoscope delivers stories that matter. Follow, subscribe, and stay connected because every moment counts.
You focus on your goals. We will take care of the risks. Silingo Life.